Max was a gentle soul, a fluffy golden retriever with the softest eyes you'd ever seen. His days were filled with tail wags, afternoon naps, and long walks with his owner, Sarah. He loved children, adored belly rubs, and would do anything for a piece of peanut butter toast. But behind his warm, golden coat and calm demeanor, Max carried a hidden fear: loud noises. Not the occasional knock at the door or a car honk from outside, no. It was the sudden, explosive kind. Thunder, fireworks, loud bangs from the street. Sarah had noticed it early on. The way his ears would twitch, his tail would sink, and his eyes would dart toward the sound, wide with confusion. He wasn't just startled, he was distressed. And each time it happened, Max would retreat, disappearing under the table, hiding behind couches, looking for a place that felt safe. It was a summer night when things took a sharp turn. Sarah had just opened the back door to let Max outside when, suddenly, the sky exploded with fireworks. Max froze. His body tensed, his ears dropped, and within seconds, he darted back inside, paws slipping on the floor, heart racing. He scrambled beneath the coffee table, panting, trembling, his eyes full of panic. Sarah called him softly, trying to coax him out, but he wouldn't move. His whole body quivered, and no amount of soothing words could calm him. That night, Sarah sat beside him, gently stroking his fur, heart aching. It wasn't just fear, it was trauma. From that moment, she realized this wasn't something that would go away on its own. Max wasn't just scared, he was suffering. And as his guardian, his family, Sarah knew she had to do something to help him feel safe again. In the weeks that followed, Sarah began to notice a pattern. It wasn't just fireworks. A sudden thunderstorm made Max curl into a ball in the closet. Construction nearby had him pacing from room to room, tail tucked, eyes searching for shelter. Even the vacuum cleaner had become a source of stress. Max was beginning to live in a constant state of alert, every loud sound a new alarm bell in his world. He no longer relaxed the same way. He avoided the open living room. He ate less on noisy days. Sarah's heart broke a little more each time. She watched her once cheerful dog turn into a shadow of himself. He deserved peace, not panic. He needed a place that wasn't just quiet, but safe, somewhere he could retreat to without fear. The question haunted her every night: how could she bring calm back into Max's life? Desperate to find a solution, Sarah booked an appointment with their vet. The diagnosis was clear: sound sensitivity and anxiety, common in some dogs, especially rescues. The vet offered advice, structured calm training, soothing tools, and most importantly, a safe space. Later that night, Sarah sat by her laptop, diving deep into research. That's when she stumbled upon the concept of a calm corner. A personal sanctuary for dogs, designed to soothe their senses during times of stress. It was more than just a crate or a bed. It was an emotional safety net. Inspired and hopeful, Sarah made a plan. She would build Max a calm corner, one just for him. A place where the world outside couldn't hurt him. Where he could feel safe, loved, and in control again. It wouldn't happen overnight, she knew, but it was a step worth taking, for Max. Sarah picked a cozy spot in the quietest corner of the house, away from windows, away from doors. She placed Max's favorite soft bed there, lined with a warm blanket that still carried her scent. Beside it, she added a white noise machine, gentle ocean sounds playing on a loop. On a small shelf, she arranged calming dog sprays, a lavender-scented diffuser, and Max's favorite stuffed toy, a squeaky duck he carried everywhere. She dimmed the lighting, added soft curtains, and even played light piano music at low volume. The transformation was subtle, but beautiful. It was peaceful, warm, and inviting, like a little den just for Max. When he wandered in for the first time, sniffing every corner, Sarah held her breath. He didn't stay long, but he noticed. And that was enough. His healing, she knew, wouldn't be instant, but it had finally begun. At first, Max didn't know what to make of it. He would approach the corner, sniff the blankets, glance around, then walk away. But slowly, day by day, his curiosity grew. When a truck rumbled outside, he wandered into the corner and laid down for a few seconds. The next time it thundered, he walked over and curled into a ball, resting his head on the duck toy. Sarah didn't force him. She simply let the space speak for itself. Treats near the bed, soft praise when he used it, all part of the process. Within a week, Max started going there on his own, sometimes just a nap, sometimes when a noise startled him. He was learning, on his own terms, that this place was safe. It wasn't magic, but it was working. The calm corner was no longer just an idea, it was becoming his refuge. One night, dark clouds gathered and thunder cracked across the sky. Max lifted his head, ears perked, tail low. But this time, instead of hiding under the bed or pacing the hallway, he stood up, turned slowly, and walked into his calm corner. Sarah watched quietly from the kitchen, hands clasped. Max curled up on his bed, placed his head on the blanket, and closed his eyes. The thunder roared again, but he didn't move. He stayed still, breathing slow, muscles relaxed. It was the moment Sarah had been waiting for, not just a reaction, but a choice. Max had chosen his safe place. Not because he was told to, but because he felt it. A lump formed in Sarah's throat. This wasn't just about comfort. It was about trust, in the space and in her. Max finally believed that no matter what was outside, he was okay. It was the 4th of July, the night Sarah dreaded. The neighborhood always lit up with bright lights and deafening explosions. This time, she prepared early. The windows were shut, curtains drawn. Max's calm corner was ready, diffuser on, white noise humming softly. As the first firework burst in the distance, Max's head lifted. Another boom followed, closer, louder. His ears twitched. He stood, alert. Sarah tensed, worried the panic would return. But then, something amazing happened. Max walked calmly to his corner, turned in a slow circle, and laid down. His body was still, his breathing steady. The world outside was chaos, but inside his little sanctuary, he was safe. Fireworks screamed across the sky. Max didn't whine, didn't tremble. He just rested. Occasionally, his eyes opened, but he didn't flee. Sarah sat beside him, tears silently falling. This wasn't just progress, it was a transformation. That night, the loudest night of the year, Max had found peace. And Sarah had found hope. Since then, Max's calm corner has become a part of his life. Not just for storms or fireworks, but for any time he needs comfort. Some days, he goes there just to nap. Other times, when guests visit or a blender starts up, he retreats for quiet. Sarah watches him with quiet admiration. He may never fully love loud sounds, and that's okay. But now, he has the tools to cope. And more importantly, he knows he's not alone. The bond between them is stronger than ever. It's built on understanding, patience, and trust. Sarah didn't try to fix Max. She supported him. Sometimes, healing doesn't mean removing the fear. It means creating a space where the fear doesn't win. Max found that space, and in doing so, gave others hope. His journey wasn't just about one dog, it was a reminder of what compassion can build. Every dog, like every person, has fears. Some bark. Some hide. Some tremble in silence. But all of them deserve the same thing, a place to feel safe. Max's calm corner was more than a cozy space. It was a lifeline. A promise that he was seen, heard, and loved. So if you have a pet who struggles, don't ignore the signs. Build them a space. Be their peace. Because sometimes, healing starts with a soft bed, a quiet room, and someone who truly cares. Every dog deserves a safe space. Let's be the reason they find it.